This is Mark Garman. I'm doing a research project on how teens and their families cope with debilitating illnesses such as strokes.
I'm Rick Sipkoi. I am Stephen's father.
Question 1. What was your initial feeling when you found out that Stephen had a stroke from his dirt bike accident?
Shock, disbelief, frustration, anger, just a lot of emotions go through your mind, but mostly really scared for him.
Question 2. How did you cope with the news to move on with your daily activities?
Well, when it first happened, I didn't cope very well, but because of my wife being there, and she's probably pretty strong, we just kept going and still had to look after his brothers, etc., but it wasn't easy.
Question 3. As being the father of the family, what did you feel was your obligation to the family during this difficult time to move forward?
I think the biggest thing was just try and look after his brothers and keep them from being too scared or too emotionally upset over the whole thing. So just try and be strong for them and keep it going.
Question 4. If you could change one thing looking back that you did to help the family move forward, what would it be?
To change one thing? I can't really think of anything I would change.
Question 5. At the time of the accident, were you fully aware of the dangers of riding dirt bikes?
Yes, we've all been a dirt bike family. I dirt biked, we've all had street bikes, so we're pretty intimate with the risks and the dangers of dirt biking.
Question 6. Knowing the outcome, would you have proceeded with letting Stephen get into dirt bike riding?
I probably wouldn't. I know that my wife and I have a different opinion about that, but in looking back, I mean, if you knew it was going to be such a tragic injury, I wouldn't, of course. But most of the time I felt that if there were going to be injuries, it would be minor stuff like broken bones or scratches and bruises. Nobody expects traumatic brain injury. Something is catastrophic.
Hi, my name is Kathy Sipkoi. I'm Stephen Sipkoi's mother.
Question 1. What was your initial feeling when you found out that Stephen had a stroke from his dirt bike accident?
Shocked. But nothing you can do, I guess. Sometimes with doing an extreme sport that things can happen, and I guess we never figured it would be to that extent, but you just have to deal with it and make the best of it that you can.
Question 2. How did you cope with the news to move on with your daily activities?
Asked the Lord for a little strength and just looked at Stephen and just, prayed that he would survive. I guess that's what we were looking at more than anything else, was that he would just survive and we'd deal with it day by day as it came after that.
Question 3. As being the mother of the family, what did you feel was your obligation to the family during this difficult time to move forward?
To keep the family together. A lot of accidents, tragedies sometimes tear families apart, and it was important that we all took a part. We all realized that Stephen was going to need help, but that we ourselves would need help, whether it be through counseling or just, talking about our feelings, because it's a very traumatic thing, and just making sure that we could all deal with it, and that it wasn't just all about Stephen. We all had issues to deal with because of the accident.
Question 4. If you could change one thing looking back that you did to help the family move forward, what would it be?
I don't think I would change anything.
Question 5. At the time of the accident, were you fully aware of the dangers of riding dirt bikes?
Absolutely.
Question 6. Knowing the outcome, would you have proceeded with letting Stephen get into dirt bike riding?
Yes. I'd like to say no, because if I could prevent it, but if it wasn't this time, it might be another time. It might not be dirt biking, it might be some other situation, accident, and he loved dirt biking. So, you know, you don't stop someone from doing something just because there may be a risk. You have to take a risk sometime.
My name is Sipkoi, and I'm Steve Sipkoi's brother.
Alright, question 1. What was your initial feeling when you found out that Steven had a stroke from his dirt bike accident?
At first, I just kind of couldn't even really believe it. I thought it was all kind of just going to be fine. You know, I didn't really think too much about the time, but as it kind of gets farther along, it just kind of just becomes more believable. You can see everything that happens and how it just affects you and everything. Not even how it affects me, but how it affects him, you know.
Question 2. How did you cope with this news to move on with your daily activities?
Just trying to hang out with him as much as I can. Trying to include him in everything, that way it's so pretty much the same feeling as before.
Question 3. As being the brother of the family, what did you feel was your obligation to the family during this difficult time to move forward?
To take care of him. He is my closest friend, so to this day, I'm pretty much the closest in the family all the time, so he's just not to look after.
Question 4. If you could change one thing looking back that you did to help the family move forward, what would it be?
If I could change one thing. Maybe get a job. I don't know, help maybe towards some like hospital bills or something, get him through rehab that he could have stayed in. Help him out with that more.
Question 5. At the time of the accident, were you fully aware of the dangers of riding dirt bikes?
Yes, but it's one of those things where you think it's not ever going to happen to you. Maybe just other people.
Question 6. Knowing the outcome, would you have proceeded with letting Steven get into dirt bike riding?
Yeah, I think so. It's one of those sports that you just fall in love with and you want to always do. So I'm sure he knew the outcomes too of what could happen, but it's just something you love when you get into it.
Hey, I'm Steve Sipkoi. I'm a stroke victim.
Alright, question number 1. What was your initial feeling when you found out that you had a stroke from your dirt bike accident?
I was scared. I was confused. Like, I just didn't understand it. First thought was like, wow, how is this going to change life? Just everything's going to be different from here on out. Kind of scared me. Like, I don't know where my future was going.
Question number 2. How did you cope with this news to move on with your daily activities?
I just did whatever I could. Just knew that I'm not going to sit there all day long. Just got to keep trying. Otherwise, stuff's never going to get better. So I just rehabbed all day. Just worked as hard as I could. Just tried to be normal. Just live in society just the best I could.
Question number 3. As being the son of the family, what did you feel was your obligation to the family during this difficult time to move forward?
During this time, I just tried to stay out of my family's way so that they weren't bothered by my complications. And I tried to just contribute wherever I could financially to the family because my situation financially drained them. So I just tried to help out and just try to make everything go smoothly.
Question number 4. If you could change one thing looking back that you did to help the family move forward, what would it be?
The one and only thing that I would change would probably be just to try to be more self-sufficient so my family wouldn't have to worry about me as much. Because that's the only way to go. It's just you just gotta try stuff.
Question 5. At the time of the accident, were you fully aware of the dangers of riding dirt bikes?
Yeah, from the day I started riding dirt bikes, I knew that I could get hurt, potentially paralyzed, potentially even maybe killed. But I figured, hey, like, it's fun, so if I got to risk it a little bit, so be it.
Question 6. Knowing the outcome, would you have proceeded with getting into dirt bike riding?
That's the million-dollar question. I ask myself that every single day, and I'd like to say yes, but the truth is, forever is a long time, and I don't really like the way that I'm injured. So in reality, I don't know, I want to say yes, but in reality I probably wouldn't have.